Thanks, Arnaud. August 18th, 2018. She lay there, pale, lifeless, with her eyes rolled back in her eye sockets. I asked myself, how did we not see this coming? I walked over to her and moved her, and she woke up with a terrified look on her face. And what was even more terrifying is she did not recognize me. I was a stranger to her. I rushed her to the emergency ward. She started having seizure after seizure after seizure. The doctors were so confused. All her reports in the past, they pulled out her file, were normal. And I, as one of her best friends, was absolutely baffled in regard to how she showed up in this way that morning. You see, Nadia and myself were on the senior leadership team of a leading marketplace portal in Dubai. We were living the life. We were making good money. We were partying hard. But we also talked a lot about passion and purpose. And I remember the last conversation we had before I found her in that state in her apartment. She had broken down in my arms, and she said, things need to change. I felt, at that moment, looking at her in the ICU, plugged into an oxygen tank, that we had run out of time. What ended up happening was we had both stepped in, two friends with very different lives, into a 6-year transformative cycle, which is just about coming to a close right now. A month and a half later, after Nadia was taken to the ICU, she had a hemorrhage. Our company and the family flew her out of Dubai to Hanover, Germany, to find the best neurologist that could tackle her case. And lo and behold, I met one of these neurologists that was so hard to get a hold of. And I asked him, could it be, just could it be because of stress? And he said, there are diseases dormant in our body. And if we don't tackle our emotions, they can activate. And so, yes, the answer was the possibility of this having happened to her was because of chronic stress that was not being dealt with, things that you shove under the carpet. You see, the thing Nadia and me did really well, like a lot of women who want to make their name known, especially in very male-dominant corporate environments, is we step into our masculine energy and we stay there. What we had to learn over 6 years was to harness the beauty of the feminine energy. This goes back to ancient wisdom. China, the yin and the yang. India, Shakti and Shiva. Greek mythology, Eros and Logos. And this isn't just about women, this is about men too. Men and women have both these forces living within themselves. We tend to gravitate towards the one that society wants to see us in. But the best leaders and the best artists, if you read their biographies, they know exactly when to tap into the masculine force and when to tap into the feminine force. What is the feminine force? It's creative, it's nurturing, it's intuitive. What's the masculine force? It's structured, logical, right? Determined, ambitious. Blend this together and you've got a beautiful burning fire. the masculine and the feminine combined. 6 years later, Nadia is doing well. She's recovering. She's regaining her motor function. She's regained her speech, and she's fierce as ever. Almost like a dragon that's emerging from, the den, their cave. She's ready for the world. But it took relentless compassion for oneself. It took addressing the fact that we need to have self-love. There are 3 things I want to leave you with that I learned over the past 6 years. Feel, because vulnerability is strength. Be whole, meaning move with the masculine and feminine energy. Learn about yourself and when you can use it to your advantage. And the third is come alive. There's this beautiful quote by Howard Thurman. Don't ask what the world needs, ask what makes you come alive, because what the world needs is more people to come alive. And so in 2024, this particular talk is a tribute to Nadia, because she was my lighthouse. She helped me return to the feminine spirit within. I'm a poet and dancer, and I'm also a leader. I know when I need to use my masculine energy, and I know when I need to be creative and flow with the feminine. I wouldn't have realized that without Nadia being my lighthouse. And so I hope that this story helps you remember that whether you're a man or a woman, doesn't really matter. Play with both those energies. There's a beauty in flowing between structure and chaos. It keeps you creative, keeps you alive, and it keeps you wanting more from life. Thank you.